Ah, good afternoon, everybody. Jay, the silent cartographer here, back in Dungeon Draft, back for day number, I believe, 16 of Daily Map. Today, I have a mood to make a very particular map. I already have kind of an idea. I want to try to challenge myself to see if I can make it look right. I'm not sure if I can, but that's part of the fun. And the idea that I have that I want to try is to make like a bridge with a river and a waterfall, but I don't know if I'll be able to make a cliff. Um, okay, so I've already got my dungeon generator open here, which is not what I want. I want to go to the terrain tool, the terrain brush. I want to change the terrain dirt to terrain grass. That'll change the. See, I learned that real quick because you can just change this to grass, and then you can have your layers. But I am gonna grab some rocky terrain here, and I'm just gonna. I should probably change this one, change the intensity, and then we're just gonna, because I wanna just put out the river. I'm gonna mark that off. Perfect. Go. And now we're gonna go to the water tool. We're gonna go make the deep color super blue. Make the other color super not as blue. I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna follow along with our. You know, actually, it does give kind of a riverbeddy look. Not bad. Okay, so let's try and follow this a little bit more precisely now that I know that that works, and we'll go back in and we'll fix it up later. Right now that'll work. Let the program think. There we go. There we go. Okay, so how do we make a waterfall in the middle of this? Well, first things first, let's grab the object for the waterfall. So, yeah, it's this right here. And we're going to match the color to the dark bits on the water. So we'll get something real light. Then we'll take this, and we want to rotate it, which is that button. Yep. Scale it, which I believe is Alt Scroll. Hell yeah! There we go. Look at that. You know, that actually kind of almost looks like rapids, like some whitewater rapids or something. Um, but now we're gonna try to make a cliff, and I don't know if this is going to work because I've never tried this. My snap idea is to use the wall tool to make it seem like there's some sort of cliff there, but that doesn't really work. Doesn't really work. You could use the cave tool to like paint a little cliff here, like that. But I also feel like that doesn't work, and you have to blast open all of. You know, actually, if I did that the opposite way, if I blasted open like this, that works. So let me erase this now that I know what my plan is. Oh, not that far. So let's redo that. Let's go ahead and not blast open. We want to dig the cave. We want to dig straight up like this. I don't know why that's so messed up. That's weird. Oh. Oh. There we go. We have blasted open area because we didn't erase that properly. Uh, that's not exactly what we want. I'm gonna get rid of this first and foremost. What we want is we want our left side edge to be where we want the cliff face to be. In this case, I think it's something like that. And then if we go over here, maybe it's something like this. And then we go to blast open and we go all the way around, leaving as much shadow as possible. There we go. You know, it won't look super good. It won't look amazing, but it will give the illusion that we're after. build some of that cliff back up there. We're going to turn off blast areas, and that kind of looks like it's a waterfall. That kind of totally works, and I'm very, very happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a bridge asset if they have one. I'm not even sure if they have one. Is there... Ah, bridge. Here it is. There's even a tag for it. I think a nice cobblestone bridge would be lovely. Something like that, maybe. You know, it just now occurs to me that I think one of my other daily maps was also a bridge. So maybe that's not the smartest idea. But we're also going to go ahead and we're going to scale this down to a 1 scale. Keep it. Sorry, my voice is cracking. I'm like losing my voice for some reason. We're going to put this. Oh, it's taken on the custom color of our. Yeah, let's make this like. No. Purple? Yeah, purple works. Purple's a nice contrasty color. Okay, now we're going to go back to our terrain brush tools. We're going to switch rocky to... If I switch this rocky, will it switch? Yes, it will. That's unfortunate. Okay, terrain sand. We're going to turn to terrain... Is there like a terrain path? Or no, there's a path tool, isn't there? Yeah, path tool. Is there... I mean, is there a path tool that's actually a path, though? That's the next question. That's a wall. Oh, I wonder if one of these has a cliff in it that I've just been completely neglecting. That doesn't seem to make sense. That's a streak of blood. I'm surprised that there's not just a path. That's very frustrating. Oh well. Terrain brush it is, and we're going to switch this terrain sand to terrain gravel. Yeah, that was great. Then we're gonna go down here. Path that in there. Under our cart here and off into nowhere. That's a bit too thick. Narrow that down. Perfect. And then now I think that we're gonna go to the objects. We're gonna go to the scatter tool. We're gonna use rocks, which hopefully there is a rock tag. Yes, there is. And we're gonna take the larger rocks out for a spin this time because I want to give the impression this is like a rocky cliff. And my idea for this is that maybe the party is about to get caught into an ambush. I'm gonna turn snapping off so this looks a little less methodic. Maybe a bunch of goblins or something have hijacked a cart, and they've ambushed a cart, and the players get to the town, and the town's like, hey, we're out of food. Because our delivery cart, it never showed up. Could you go and check and make sure it's okay? And the party would be like, yeah, of course, that's something that we do as adventurers. And so, yeah, they venture out to go and attack and fight the goblins, and they come to this bridge and they think everything is fine, when in fact the goblins are up at the top here ready to ambush them. A big, brutal battle. Now I know I absolutely love these ferns. I'm just going to use a couple of them. I want to keep this map fairly simple, just because it's a lot easier for players to digest if your map is simple. I know making super dense and awesome maps is, well, super awesome, but it does a very bad job of conveying a sense of space. And so I do want to go back to rocks. I do want to grab some of these larger rocks, and I do want to give the players some options for cover down here. I think that's very important in a map that's very ranged focused, you know, because these guys are going to have archers. There's going to be archers firing down at them. They're going to need a place to take cover. And then I want to go to tree here. And we're going to go with these 3 trees. I love the way these trees look. They're also not too painfully large, which is very nice. And we're just going to... We're going to give the sense that this isn't like a forest. Because again, we don't want to overwhelm the players. But we do wanna add just a little bit of shrubbage here. Maybe we'll add like one area of dense forest over here. Maybe the implications that the forest is to the west off screen, and then maybe a little bit up to the north here, just like that. And then suddenly there's some tactics here, and then maybe is there like a bush option? Yeah, there is a bush option. Yeah. The Wonder Draft or Dungeon Draft, in a sense, has everything you need. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna roughage. And suddenly we've got a really interesting battle map here. And then actually, if I go below water, and if I go to the wall tool, and I go under, and I go like this, no, that will not work. I wonder if the path tool works that way. If I go below water, and then I go this kind of like rope, and if I just do this, then it'll kind of sell the illusion that there. Oh, that looks blatantly like rope. Maybe there's something that looks a little bit rockier. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So that's too thick though. We're gonna go ahead and thin that down. Maybe. Yeah, about there works. And the whole point is to make it seem like there's a hard sheer cliff there under the water. Just kind of sells the illusion of the waterfall, so at 100% it does kind of look like a waterfall there. But yeah, I think that this just about takes it. You know what we can do maybe is we can add maybe a path tool. Oops, path tool. Where's that blood? Here's the blood. You know, maybe there's like a sign that the goblins have maybe dragged somebody away. Maybe there's another one that just goes straight into the woods, and this gives the adventurers like, oh, maybe they're still alive. Maybe there's somebody who made it out of this horrendous fate alive. But yeah, super simple 12-minute battle map for using Dungeons and Dragons. And you know, I'm not a huge fan of the blood. If I could change the opacity, if I could make it... Oh, I can fade out and I can fade in, so maybe I can do something like this. Well, that didn't really... do anything. So if I have it fade out and nothing in, see, it doesn't really... I wish I could have like the effects distance or whatever. Blood underwater, that's pretty cool. But no, I think that's about it. Let me go to the objects tool one more time. Just take a quick look for inspiration. We're gonna do our inspiration pass here. Anything that we can think of that would make a cool little set piece. I don't think that there would be any reason for there to be a campfire here. You know, maybe you can add some ripples above some of the plants, but that kind of looks dumb. Yeah, no, that kind of looks dumb. We could even add some bodies here if we really want to. You do that, and then maybe now we can go to the path tool. We can add the blood going like off screen into the woods, giving the illusion that hey, these things are have taken people. They've killed some, but why would they drag away somebody who they'd already killed? I guess maybe to eat the bear goblins, but this gives the illusion that they've taken somebody from this caravan hostage. And then now suddenly the players have to go and figure out what's happening there. So I think I like that as flavor. I like that as flavor a lot. Let's go back to the objects tool and see if we can find more inspiration. Bird's nest, no. All this other good stuff, no. Chairs and tables, certainly not. Headstones don't really make sense. Could be a real dick and put like a hunter's trap in the woods somewhere and hope that they stumble into it, but that's not something I'd put on the map. Bunch of weapons, no. Hay bales, no. Maybe there's a dead horse. That might be something to put down as well. Is that there's a dead horse. Some bramble, boats. You know, we could do a boat. We could do like there's a canoe or something that was tied up over here. And you know, maybe there's a note on the boat that is that's saying like, hey, this is once you're done smuggling the goods, bring it to fucking, why did I say fucking there? Bring it to XYZ location, and then maybe suddenly this goblin ambush seems a lot more suspicious because this cart was carrying contraband that they were supposed to put on this boat. But they got ambushed, they got attacked, and so maybe there's a whole adventure based on the fact that there's a boat here, and something was taken from this caravan that's very illegal, or maybe it's even still there with a high enough DC. Some tree stumps. Yeah, we can do some stumpage. Grab some of the smaller ones and put them up here. You'd think that if the goblins were really smart and they like to ambush people on this road, they'd have taken the trees down in the area above the cliff to try and get a better shot. The goblins or whoever facilitated this, maybe somebody working with the goblins. Okay, and then I genuinely think, besides maybe adding some bramble, which, I mean, okay, we can add some bramble, that's fine. I genuinely think that's it. I think that we can cut it, we can call it at 15 minutes. I've not been in the mood to make a large epic map in the last few days. I think that's fine. I think that taking some time to just sit down and make a cool dungeon map is just as rewarding as sitting down and making an epic fantasy map. But yeah, as always, I've been Jay the Silent Cartographer, and as always, if you would like to use this map in your personal RPG games, it's very important, not professional work, only your personal work. The link in the description to Imgur or Imager, however you want to pronounce it, will lead you to a full-scale resolution download of this exact map. Feel free to use it. I will put 2 versions on here. Actually, let me export one right now, and then we'll do the other one on camera, because I usually don't do the day 16 daily map save. Yeah. I usually always forget to do this, but I'm gonna change the ambient light to a dusk scenario, like that. And so now it's a nighttime encounter, and just like that, that one change can do so much. I think I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit, just because you want the players to know, like, oh, it's nighttime out. But you don't want the players to be like, oh god, I can't see anything. So in this case, I think that the visibility of the map is still totally there. You can still see all the details from 100%. You can see everything that the map wants to imply, but you can also tell the characters, hey, you only have vision out to 30 feet. You have limited vision because it's nighttime, unless you have night vision. And that's super cool. Again, there's no reason to put a light anywhere here. There is no thing that would be a source of light. And so we're not even going to do anything with that. We're going to export again, and we're going to export as day 16 alternate lighting. And yeah, I'm going to go upload this to YouTube and to Imgur, and I will see you guys tomorrow for map number 17. Maybe tomorrow when I'm a little bit more awake, we'll go into a big country map as we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Anyways, yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.